Leading us off today from the player perspective, linebacker Woodaz. Y'all fire away with questions whenever you're ready.
How would you assess your performance through this part of the season?
I feel like I've played pretty good so far. Obviously, I still want to improve and get better, like make a big play or something like that. But overall, I feel like I've done my job, which is all I can control. And as long as I get in the right position, big plays are going to happen. So.
Made the switch from the Sam to the Mike, and then Saturday we see you out there at the Will. How much fun is it to kind of play all three of those spots and then learn what each one entails?
It is pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie. Just being able to like be plugged in like that. I appreciate Coach West for really like taking time with me, so I can learn it a lot. But yeah, it is fun being able to bounce around, and then when I'm in there with young guys like Sammy and D, I can help them out too because I play their position too. So.
Is one more fun than the other? I mean, do you like one spot more than the other one?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I like Mike the best. But for the longest time, I really liked Sam, but now that I've got my feet wet and I'm really comfortable at Mike now, so I would say I like that a lot more.
So what's it like switching in the middle of the game? You have to kind of reset mentally in terms of these are my responsibilities versus these were before.
Yeah, kind of, but there's a lot of similarities between the two. It's just, like, for example, you fit, like, all the fits are the same. It just depends what set it is. So now that I have that, like, registered in my mind, it's pretty simple and pretty easy.
What was it like watching Sammy? Obviously, he's still learning. There might be a player or two who's not the right gap exactly, but then he has 4 tackles for loss in the game as well. So what is it like watching him?
I'm really proud of him. He's worked so hard, and he's always up there watching tape with me and Barrett and Tyler Venables, and yeah, I'm really proud of him. The work he puts in is showing up on game day. So obviously there's room to improve, but everybody can improve. So for him to perform this well as a young freshman is really promising and good.
What allows him to get that many tackles behind the line of scrimmage?
Film study, anticipation, and then knowing what his responsibility is too. So yeah.
How has the linebacker room kind of changed with the injury to mccloud with them out for the season?
Nothing has really changed. We still prepare the same. Obviously, it's just we need to develop younger guys in the room. But other like preparation-wise, nothing's changed. We still take the same processes for everything. It's just now it's more. For me and Barrett, it feels like I'm more teaching, which is good because it challenges us mentally too. So in order to get them prepared, we got to take the steps to show them the way even more, if you get what I'm saying.
You guys have been in, I guess, some of the second and third string players have been able to play due to the games being kind of a blowouts. Have you and Barrett kind of taught players, some of the linebackers on the field, on the sidelines as well during those games, if they come for advice or anything like that?
Yeah, of course. Like having the iPads now is really clutch because you can literally see where you messed up on the sideline, and so just making those simple adjustments can help them to go out and make a play on the next series or whatever.
Hey, Wade, through 3 games, you guys haven't really had a super close fourth quarter in the past two. A lot of starters might not even be playing. How do you keep kind of your edge to go into a do-or-die situation in the fourth, which you haven't had this year?
Well, I don't think you have to keep it. I think it's all within. Like all of us are competitors, so if we were to get into a situation like that, I think we would all handle it well. But one of the big things we really harped on this week was we got to sustain this energy and the hunger that we have as a team. We can't be satisfied because we've played really well in 2 games. Like it's a long season. We got to keep it rolling. So
Does having those blowout wins, does it make it harder to sustain that energy?
no, it's just that we've performed well, and so we can't think that we've earned something. We have to keep it going.
Hey, Wade, talking about Stanford a little bit, mobile quarterback, great receiver out wide. What stands out about them when you're watching the film?
Yeah, their quarterback's a baller. Same with number 13. Yeah, they're really good. Obviously going to have to be really disciplined when it comes to run game. They're not going to be afraid to run him. So really sound technically and schematically as well.
Is it going to be weird at all, you think, playing Stanford in an ACC game? Does that kind of sit in your head kind of weird?
Yeah, it kind of does because I wasn't expecting to play Stanford ever. But it's just another opponent, so we don't treat them any differently than NC State or Georgia or whoever. They're a good team as well, so.
Now that you're months into it, what's it like having your brother around with you, like same position and everything? But what are the good parts? Is there any part that's maybe annoying you, makes you think back to high school or back at home?
No, I don't really get annoyed by him. Sometimes I do, but it's pretty cool though. I can't wait till we can actually be on the field together. But yeah, I really like having him around. He's a pretty funny guy, so I like hanging out with him.
Any questions virtually for Wade? Anybody else in the room?
Derek, for your lead on special teams tackles so far this year, I guess, what makes doing that important to you, and how do you kind of try to balance that playing defense as well?
I mean, special teams is like arguably the most important part of the game. They showed us a diagram early in camp. There's a pie chart, and the amount of yards that comes from special teams is way more than both offense and defense. So, and I mean, the special teams isn't a play off. Like I'm getting to go. I'm still playing for Clemson. Like do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm still being a Clemson Tiger, starting on special teams. So you got to play with pride and you max effort to go make a play. And if someone's not going to make a tackle, then I'll go make a tackle.
What's your favorite unit to play special teams?
I really enjoy punt team, I'm not going to lie. Or punt return. I like trying to go block a punt. Sometimes it's tough, but yeah, those two.
Have you done that, or is it you block one or recover one?
I blocked one my freshman year. Yeah.
This is kind of random, but I remember when we were talking about the EA college football game, you said like maybe it would be motivation if your rating wasn't where you wanted it to be. Like, how do you actually look at your rating? Are you satisfied with where it is?
No, I'm not satisfied where it's at. I want to be like one of the best in the country, so I was like, what, 80 overall or something like that? Yeah.
Do you feel like it's wrong, or do you feel like you have to get better to make it?
I mean, I definitely feel like I have to prove it. They're not just going to give that out to anybody, or give a better rating to everybody, so. But I'm not really too worried about video games either. I don't really play video games.
Anybody else for Wade? All right, appreciate it, Wade.
Thank you.
Thanks. A little bit.